Hello, I'm Michelle, and today we'll be discussing the methods that you can use to form your LLC in Hawaii. We're going to be covering the steps involved in starting your LLC, the forms that you will need, the naming requirements, and how to actually register your Hawaii LLC. I'll also be explaining the importance of having a registered agent and a very key term known as piercing the corporate veil. Now, these two are points you definitely do not want to miss. When it comes to Hawaii, people think of it as a tourist spot, but it's surprising how over 128,000 small businesses are operating in Hawaii and create around 3,700 jobs. The growing economy in this state attracts more businesses than it did in the earlier days. As it's a vacation place, the most thriving businesses there are that of the vacation renting services, making apparel, and tour guides. Now, you can start your LLC in Hawaii by 3 methods. Number 1 is that you can do it yourself, in which case you can choose to fill out the online forms or you can send it off via mail. Number 2 is that you hire a professional service to do it for you, which is the most easy and secure method out there. And we recommend TailorBrands as one of the best services out there just for this purpose. Number 3 is that you hire an attorney. Now, coming on to a very important question, it's very common. What is an LLC? An LLC is a hybrid business entity combining a corporation's characteristics with a partnership or sole proprietorship. It separates your business assets from your personal assets and thus gives you personal asset protection. Now, when you're starting an LLC in Hawaii, you mainly have to file your certificate of formation with the state and pay a filing fee of $50. In this video, we will be discussing options number 1 and 2, but placing emphasis on exactly why you need a professional service to do it for you, because you have to make sure that you're doing your LLC work correctly, because this is one of those things where you can't afford missing key information or any misunderstandings. TailorBrands is a really good and competent professional service that you can get, because forming an LLC is not just filing the certificate of formation, but it's also deciding on a name, hiring a registered agent, creating an operating agreement, and obtaining an EIN. Now, all of these can be done under one roof with TailorBrands. I'll be leaving the links in the description below so you can easily go and check them out. We're now going to discuss in detail the 5 important steps that you must cover when forming your LLC in Hawaii. The first step to starting off your LLC in Hawaii is basically choosing the business name. Now, before you name your business, you must know that the name should be easy to remember, should be available in the state, and that it follows the LLC naming guidelines. You can find the naming guidelines at startmyllc.io. The specific requirements that need to be followed when naming the company are: number 1, your business name should be available, and no other existing business in Hawaii can share that name. Now, each business name is unique to its owner. Number 2 is limited liability company or LLC should be there as a suffix in the company name. You cannot use any name for your business that is confusing or misleading. Terms such as Treasury, State Department, FBI, CIA shouldn't be included. And terms like bank, university, attorney, doctors, they can be added, but only after you fill out the additional requirements by the state government. If you do not wish to file your LLC right now, but you do want to hold on to the name that you've decided, then you can reserve your LLC name for 120 days. To keep the name, you have to file a name reservation application and pay $7.50 online if you're filing online, and $10 if you're sending it by mail. That way, you can reserve your name with the Hawaii Secretary of State. Coming to the second highly vital step to forming your LLC in the state of Hawaii is to appoint a registered agent. A registered agent is an entity that will act and work on your LLC's behalf and will receive important paperwork and other official government correspondence in Hawaii. Hence, hiring a competent registered agent for your service is extremely necessary. You have to make sure your registered agent is a resident of Hawaii or has a physical street address over there. Their business address is used as the LLC's principal address in Hawaii. Most LLC formation companies also provide a registered agent service with them. TailorBrands is a great LLC setup service, and even if you buy the cheapest plan for around $49, you also get a registered agent service and other services at a very reasonable price. Now, key thing to note when you're hiring a registered agent is the importance of having one and having a legit one. Because in case of any lawsuit or if you get sued, the lawyer of the other party is going to do what is known as piercing the corporate veil. Now, most people believe that they're setting up LLCs for tax purposes, but the real reason for setting up an LLC is to limit your liability. Basically, what it does is that it creates a divide between your personal assets and your business assets. So if you're sued in your businesses, they cannot go after your personal assets. When you're sued, the attorney who's the one suing you is going to start looking for cracks in your LLC. Now, this is where they pierce a corporate veil. And the first thing that they're going to do is check whether you have a registered agent, if they're legit, and have they been filing the paperwork. The third and another important step in forming an LLC is to file the certificate of formation. The Hawaii Articles of Organization is a legal document officially needed to register your business with the Secretary of State. It costs $50 to file your formation certificate in Hawaii. Whether you file it online or whether you file it by mail, it's up to you. The certificate of formation includes details like the name of your LLC, registered agent's name, address, employee details, and the structure of the company, whether it's member managed or manager managed. Before hiring employees in Hawaii, one should know that the rules and regulations are clear. Thus, you can avoid any future issues. We suggest using TailorBrands to file certificate of formation because they provide a very easy way to fill out the forms without any confusion or missing any steps. If you do get stuck anywhere, you're confused, they do have a live chat and they can definitely help you out as soon as possible. Fourth step is filing the operating agreement. An operating agreement is an internal document that legally outlines the proprietorship and operating procedures of your LLC. Now, this document is vital as it ensures that all the business owners are on the same page regarding how they operate, their voting power, business dissolutions, and so much more. And this helps reduce future conflicts. When it comes to filing a Hawaii LLC operating agreement, the state does not really require you to have a very comprehensive agreement, but it is much ideal to have one that contains all the details of your business operation. It is recommended that it should be done by using a professional service such as TailorBrands, since they know exactly what to do and you won't have to worry about missing out on any of the details. The agreement template is drafted for a very small fee of $29. The EIN, also known as the Employer Identification Number, is a 9-digit number given by the IRS to make it very easy to identify the type of business for tax purposes and taxes in general. Now, the EIN is necessary for any active business out there or any form of businesses for that matter. An EIN is needed when the LLC hires employees. To obtain an EIN, one has to fill up a form which can be done online or it can be submitted to the IRS in person. You can also get an EIN assistant through TailorBrands who can help you with the process. I'll be leaving the links to all the resources in the description below. You can go there and check out which of the options fit your requirements. But for now, I'll be showing you how to file your forms using TailorBrands. So this is the website for TailorBrands. And as you can see on the website, there's option to set up your LLC, and you can also design a logo, merch, and the website itself for your brand in case you need one and haven't really gotten around to getting it. I'm going to go into form an LLC. Now choose the state that you're setting up your LLC in. Add your business name. You can check for the name availability here, which will save you a lot of time. Or alternatively, you can choose the method that I told you earlier by going to the business entity name search. Click on the type of services that you're offering. You'll have to pick which stage of your business that you're on, whether it's still in the idea stage or it has been set up and fully running. Choose what sort of income your brand will be. Choose whether your business will have a physical address to receive the documents, and also whether there'll be a dedicated person there who's going to receive these. Select the number of employees. Now you have to fill out the information for your business, like your name, phone number, email address. Now choose whether you want to opt for a registered agent or not. TailorBrand charges $199 annually for hiring a registered agent. If you don't have one, then I highly recommend that you get one through them, because the one thing you can't risk is not having a legitimate registered agent. You're going to need an EIN like I discussed before for tax related purposes. If you don't have one or you're overwhelmed by the process required to get an EIN, then just let TailorBrands do it for you. It's going to cost you $99. Pick if you want to file for compliance. It will cost you $199 when you do it through TailorBrands. Here you can choose whether you want to have your business branding done. If you already have things like logos, domain, and a website, then just move forward. Select if you want to speed up the process. You can form the operating agreement using TailorBrands if you haven't made one already or you are unsure of how to proceed with making the agreement by yourself. See if all the information that you chose and entered is correct and check the final billing as well. You can now proceed to pay for the service, and that's all you need to start and form your LLC. So what's next? Now that you have created your Hawaii LLC, there are still a few things that you're going to need. You're going to need a company business bank account and business credit cards. You have to file the Hawaii business permits and licenses. You need to get general liability insurance and professional liability insurance with coverage for employees. You need to file a Hawaii annual report as well. I really hope you enjoyed this detailed video on how to start your LLC in Hawaii, and I wish you the best of luck if you're starting off your business there. Please continue supporting our channel by liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the little notification button. Thank you for watching.